Everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys the best way you can build your lineup out in MLB The Show 23 so that you can give yourself the most success against certain types of pitchers and different types of pitchers that people are using against you in games, as well as the CPU as well, so not just online. But first, you guys, do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. You guys make sure you got those notifications on as well. We will be live this morning at 10 a.m. Central playing through this new BR program and working on trying to get one of these cards here in the choice pack. Not sure where I'm going with it yet. I still may go Jorge Posada because Jorge is pretty good as a switch hitter. I like that card. We're going to be weighing out the options on Vita Blue and Griffey as well. So you guys make sure to join us here on the live stream this morning. We're going to have a good time and have some fun. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the lineup screen. We're going to show you guys the best way you can design your lineup. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Hey, everybody. I want you to join me in welcoming Aura back to the channel here as an amazing sponsor. They are an identity theft protection, VPN, fraud monitoring, and antivirus software all in one easy-to-use app. You can download the app available in your respective store by clicking the link below and getting signed up for your free 14-day trial. So check it out because you never want to have to deal with these problems on your own. They'll make sure that you never have to deal with it, and they'll give you all the protection you could possibly need. Lots of fraud going on, so you always want to make sure you're covered here in this day's world here on the internet. But check out Aura down below at the top line of the description and get signed up for your 14-day trial today. All right, you guys, so make sure you get signed up for that 14-day free trial of Aura, because if we get another 10 people to get signed up for it this month, I'll give away 2 of those Jacob deGrom autograph baseballs here on the channel during a live stream here next month. I want to give away as many of them as we possibly can, but every 10 earns another giveaway. So you guys make sure to get signed up for it, all right? Here we go. Let's dive right into this. We're going to actually go to the manage squad screen. That's where you're going to go here for this. And the idea behind this and where you're going to actually lay out your and how you're going to lay out your players is you want to keep your guy that you're playing, the opponent you're playing, or even the CPU that you're playing on their toes as far as how they need to make their bullpen moves throughout the game and bringing in other pitchers. Also, depending on who the starter is, if you've got a righty starter on the mound, you don't want to just have righty all the way through your lineup, because that's going to be a little bit harder to hit. Obviously, those lefties typically are going to hit righties a little bit better, and right-handed hitters are going to hit lefties a little bit better. Sometimes you'll have those reverse splits on certain cards. And in particular, this is a switch hitter right here, but he's got, he hits lefties much better than he does righties here, and then has much more power against lefties as well. Some of these guys you'll find that are like that. I'm trying to see if we got any of them on the squad right now that are not switch hitters that might be like that. Nope, everybody's pretty dead on with these guys. All right, so these guys work exactly how I thought they would. But all right, so we're going to go over here to the right side of the screen to our lineup, and this is where we're at. Now, if you notice and you look at my lineup, and I'd like to base it upon handedness. That's exactly how I work it, all right? We've got some new players to the game and people that were curious about how this all works here, but this is how I like to do it. I like to do it by handedness, all right? And so I like a little bit of speed at the top of the lineup. I like the 2, 3, 4 hitters to be able to come through in the clutch and knock that guy in that's got a little speed that gets on bases for me there early on. And then at the end of the lineup, I like a little bit of speed too. But if I can happen to work in a lot of speed throughout the entire lineup, that's great as well, because you can turn singles into doubles with steals. You can advance runners to third with bunts or things like that will help you score more runs along the way. So a lot of speed is just kind of a personal preference of mine in how I build out my squad. All right, so what I'm doing right first is I've got Joe Morgan here. He's on the squad. He's a lefty. If you notice, we've got 4 lefties. We've got 3 switch hitters, and then we've also got 2 right-handed hitters here on this squad. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Just kind of like the military, right? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's exactly how we're going to build out the lineup. And so you can work those switch hitters into either one of those spots because they're going to bat from both sides of the plate, obviously. So Joe Morgan is here as my leadoff guy because he gets on base a lot for me. So he's fast. He's got the perfect kind of a little bit of pop there too off the bat. And he's been hitting an absolute ton for me online. So we've got Joe Morgan up there at the top of the order. He's going to be the lefty. So then immediately I want to go with a right-handed hitter or a switch hitter as the next guy. Now I didn't have a righty to plug into that spot at the number 2 hole because I wanted to plug in Wander Franco being a switch hitter. And he works out well for me in that spot. Drives in a lot of runs for me, gets the job done. So we've got a switch hitter there. Now we can bring it back to either a switch hitter again or a lefty again. Or even a righty at this point. You could actually even just dice up the lineup a little bit too if you wanted here, because you had that switch hitter before, so you could go ahead and go to either any of the 3 options there for types of hitters. I went with another lefty again because I have the most of those here on this squad. So we put in Cedric Mullins as a left-handed hitter here. All right. Then in the 4 slot, we've got as our cleanup guy is going to be the Chipper Jones, the 99 Chipper Jones. It's another switch hitter card. You could use a righty in there since we used the lefty before. That's how I like to do it. We put in Chipper Jones as a switch hitter to hit in the cleanup spot. So now, back after the switch hitter again, we can either go to a righty or a lefty or another switch hitter again. I went with Freddie Freeman. That's who I've got here in the 5 slot. He's got that 125 clutch when he gets when runners get on base for him. So works out really good. If you got runners in scoring position, that takes over, and he tends to knock in a bunch of runs that way. So I've got him there. Then we've also got Trey Turner is going to be our next guy. We went from a lefty to a righty. All right, and then we go from a righty back to a lefty again, or a switch hitter, in Jazz Chisholm. All right, so that's a lefty. Then we go back to a switch hitter, and then we go back to a righty. So I did the same thing. I just kind of worked it all the way through left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And the switch hitters just kind of, fill in the gap or the slot of whichever you need them to be at any time. Now on your bench, you might want to, I'm a little lefty heavy on my guys right here. I've got 4 of the lefties. I've got 2 righties. So if I'm facing a pitcher that's a left-handed pitcher and I want to plug in some spots for them, that's what you can use your bench for this year. You can keep some right-handed hitters that you would maybe want to replace those lefties with that can play those similar positions or those same positions, and you can help to balance out your lineup there depending on who the starting pitcher is. But when a guy brings in a relief pitcher or a bullpen arm out of the bullpen at any point, he's going to look at your lineup and who's up next, all right? Because if he's got a spot where he can bring in a lefty that's going to face maybe 2 lefties, that's good, but you want to mix it up a little bit. And that's why you throw in that righty in between the 2 lefties or the switch hitter in between the 2 lefties or whatever. So you get that other option from the other side of the plate. Now, like I said, pay attention to those lefties. There'll be some of them throughout the year that will actually hit better against left-handed hitting or left-handed pitching for whatever reason. Myself personally, I don't feel the swing of lefty-lefty very often or righty-righty very often. I prefer to do that matchup. So if you can build an all-switch hitting squad, that's not a bad thing either. As the year goes on, the cards will get better and better to be able to do that. But that's pretty much how I build out my lineup, man, and my thinking behind it. I like to go, the 2, 3, 4 hitters are going to be your best hitters on the squad typically. Your leadoff hitter is going to be a fast guy to get on base and maybe work around the base paths for you. Like I said, if you can work some more speed in throughout the lineup, that's great. The middle of the order is going to be Freeman, Turner, Jazz Chisholm, all 3 power guys, but also some speed there as well. And we're just trying to get on base and work around the base pass as best as possible. Tommy Edman and Craig Biggio leading out the lineup for me right now. And I'll try to build my lineup out like this and similar to this the entire year. It's just the way that works for me. It's always the way that has worked for me over the years, and it seems to be the most successful for me. But hope this video helps you guys out. Those of you that are new to the game and looking for a little help on building out those lineups, here it is, and hopefully this helps to make a little more sense of how you can build your lineup out a little bit better. But y'all do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. Join me here this morning for the live stream. We're going to be going through that BR program, man. We're going to have a ton of fun. BR has been a blast this year. I am absolutely loving it. I'm happy we got a new program to work through, so we're going to have a good time here on the stream this afternoon. But you guys make sure to join me for it. Have those notifications on so you never miss out, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.